Hi guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Usually my readings are not date or time specific. This series of readings, however, I am sort of doing a mid-calendar year check-in. We're going to look at what needs to be released from the last 6 months and get solstice messages for the coming 6 months. So this is a little different spread too. You can be here as a cross-watcher for Capricorn, that's fine. Sometimes the messages speak more directly to you than they do about your person, but always in connection with them. You can be new to the channel, welcome. I hope if you enjoy the reading, you'll consider joining us here by subscribing. So before I get started, weird day here, guys. Lots of odd things happening. Late yesterday, I got a notice on my mailbox saying we will not have running water here for today, tomorrow, and possibly Monday, as they're changing out the water meters. So I have been waiting all day for this thing to happen, and of course it's happening now because it was raining all morning. It got delayed, so they're right out here now. If you hear any noise, that is what that's about. But you have the very dialed down version of Laura today, since no water. Okay, here we go. I am pulling from Gateway of Light Activation Oracle to activate the reading. For those of you watching, let's see what comes through for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Venusian Galactic Council. Oh, perfect. Star being guides, answer the call, time to shine. Yes, and Venus is in Leo right now. She's in her pre-retrograde shadow phase. So this is so perfect. So whenever Venus is in Leo, it is about the time to shine. I love the answering the call too. We'll see if you get the judgment card, which to me is an answer the call card. Okay, so what I'm going to do is pull the spread. I'll give you my impressions, and then we'll get the details from the clarifiers. Here we go. King of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, Magician, Three of Cups, the Moon, Empress. Talking about Venus in the house, there she is. Okay, so something that you need to release from the last 6 months. King of Pentacles. I'm feeling like there's been this energy of someone who isn't showing up for you. And that's sort of been your focus. And it feels like maybe it's been a preoccupation. So you want to release any energy around what that means, right? When someone doesn't show up for you, when they're not present for you, when they don't respond to you, or when they don't respond in kind. It's not saying anything about you. It's saying something more about them. So I'm feeling like whoever this is, isn't sort of reliable. And it's something that you've got to kind of release, because the next 6 months, the energy signature is all this yummy goodness coming in for you. Wheel of Fortune, yes, it's a card of divine time, but this is Jupiter. And Jupiter wants to give you all good things. Jupiter wants the wheel to move in your favor. So I feel like there's this, the winds of change are blowing, and this feels like good karma coming in for you here, Capricorn, for the next 6 months, or whoever you are watching, because something to look forward to is something that you've been working on manifesting for a while. So I'm feeling your sense of mastery as something that you've been working through and trying to manifest and getting yourself in alignment with that. It finally starts to arrive. These two cards together, super powerful. And then something you will be exploring over the next 6 months may have to do with some form of reconciliation or a cause for celebration. And an important lesson that you're going to learn is how to not buy into your fears and instead lead from intuition. Trust your intuition, because in your next highest timeline, Divine Feminine Rising. Okay, so that's like one of the most direct readings I've seen since I started doing this series of readings, and I'm almost at the end. So thank you, Capricorn. That was quite the pleasure. Let's get some clarifiers for you, though. King of Pentacles. Let's say the King of Pentacles. The Fool, Hermit. I think this is someone you took a chance on, came out of your shell, took a chance, really seeing the potential for life partnership, but maybe this person is just unapproachable for whatever reason. They could be going through their own solitary journey right now, for all I know. It is a general reading, not a private reading, so I kind of have to leave it open to your own interpretation as to how it applies to you. By the way, private readings are available. There's a link in the description box below. I forgot to mention that. But I'm feeling like this is someone who's remote, whether they're, being reclusive or they're just kind of off the grid and non-responsive. To me, it seems like you've taken a chance on this because you could see a future with this person, and it just hasn't panned out. For some reason, they're not available, or they're overly, removed. Non-responsive is what I got when I first opened the spread and saw that card. So we'll see. Wheel of Fortune. It's just time to release it, right? What's the saying? Let sleeping dogs lie. Like this is a sleeper, let it go. See the Wheel of Fortune. And what you're letting go, let me just be clear. What you're letting go is not the person, but what's attached to it. What's attached to the way that they interact with you or don't, as the case may be. That's what you're letting go. Okay, you took a chance, it didn't work out for whatever reasons, this person isn't responsive, let them be. That's what I mean. They'll return. If they're meant to be on your path, they will return. And then here we have the Wheel of Fortune is the energy signature for the next 6 months. So it's good. There's something you're anticipating coming in, good karma. So it's very interesting that you've got this Four of Pentacles and underneath is the Seven of Wands. So what I say about this is there's some kind of guarded energy. It's almost as if you're saying, I know exactly what it is I'm calling in. So don't put anything on my path that I don't want. Got it? Don't put anything on my path other than what it is I'm calling in. Because your next card out for what to look forward to is what you're manifesting. So I do think you've got a very specific thing in mind. Whatever it is you're anticipating, whatever it is the wheel will bring you, you're making very clear here over the next 6 months energetically that no substitutions, please. I know what it is. I'm taking a stand for it. And I'm closed off to anything that is not that. So let's see the Magician in what to look forward to. Page of Pentacles. There's the Three of Cups. 6. Yeah, I am feeling reconciliation and a fresh start is what's coming in. Double hit of reconciliation, a cause for celebration. This is something you've manifested, is a fresh start. Possibly with this person who's kind of been unattainable, unapproachable for whatever reasons. The minute you let go of your attachment to that, it arrives. I have said that in so many readings in this series, and also when we had Saturn retrograde, when we had Saturn move into Pisces, when we had Mercury retrograde, there were things that were happening where I kept saying, and I'm saying it to you again now, it's the minute you let go of the attachment, the minute you let go of the expectation, and I mean for reals. I have made peace with this. I took the chance. Good on me. It didn't pan out. I'm letting it go with ease and grace and peace. I want nothing but happiness for this person. I release that energetic cord. The minute you do that, they kind of show up. There is just a phenomenon about it, because then they get that, they pick up the scent of, oh no, I'm not feeling their energy. Now that is not a conscious thing. That's a conscious thing that we do. Those of you here, we do that. But people who are not tapped into their spirituality don't know in a conscious way. They just know it in their body. They feel the absence. They feel the void. So what I'm saying is you're manifesting a fresh start and a reconciliation. That's what you have to look forward to. And you're setting the terms very clear here energetically. I know exactly what I want. Don't bring me anything that isn't that, which is very helpful to Spirit and the universe. That's how it operates. And then we have something to explore is this Three of Cups. King of Wands, Judgment. I was hoping Judgment would come through, right? Answer the call. So this person, I think you'll be exploring this path. Underneath is a Two of Wands. For those of you who are new, welcome. When I pull from the bottom of the deck, which you see me doing throughout, I'm tapping into unconscious awareness or what's playing out behind the scenes. So in terms of this reconciliation, you're going to need to explore the construct of forgiveness. Is that a path you're willing to walk? Because the Judgment is asking, Judgment card is Pluto here. Pluto is the Lord of the underworld. Literally in this card, calling up the dead from their graves to give them a second chance at life, love, happiness, provided they are improved human beings, correct? That they right the wrongs so they can be redeemed, receive redemption. So they have to answer the call of this beautiful archangel. So what I've been saying to you and what I've been feeling is, with the answer the call card here, is you're going to have to operate from forgiveness. So when this person finally says, I want this connection, and there's the opportunity for reconciliation, what you have to figure out is, can you forgive? Will you forgive? Are there opportunities for this person to be redeemed in your mind? Is that a path that you will choose? Two of Wands is always asking you what you want. So that is something to explore. Second chances, forgiveness, reunion, reconciliation, redemption, all of that. Now, the moon is an important lesson you'll learn in the next 6 months. The World, right? Can you forgive and forget is kind of how it's coming through. The moon here can often be our fears, right? Apprehensions, insecurities about a situation that's unfamiliar to us or that triggers our nerves, right? Where we go, I'm not sure how this is all going to work out, so I'm nervous about it. I'm apprehensive about it. It's fear leading, though. And I said you were going to need to learn how to lead from your intuition, not from your fear. And the World is just that. The World is telling you lessons learned here. This is a card of Saturn. Out with the old, in with the new, close out the old cycle. Don't be afraid of beginning a new cycle, especially a fresh start. Persevere, how to overcome and push through your fears. Two of Pentacles is so interesting because sometimes that's a card of feeling torn. And that's part of what I think you're going to learn, because here is another two. And you have to choose a path that requires you to forgive and then forget and not operate from fear and insecurities about this person's intentions toward you. And when I say insecurities, I'm not saying you're an insecure person. It's a general, like I'm insecure about driving in the rain. It doesn't mean I'm an insecure person. It means I've had a fender bender or two, so I don't like it. I don't want to take the chance, right? So do you see what I'm saying? I'm basically saying when those kinds of insecurities from past experience rise up, how do you push through? And do you feel torn? And does your decision come from fear, or does it come from an inner knowing and confidence? So that's what I meant by that. I have people in comments saying, I'm not insecure. I'm not calling you insecure. Okay, now the highest version of you in your next timeline. Empress, Sun, yes. The next version, in your next highest timeline, the better version of you comes from an open heart, a receptive attitude, like I receive this happiness. I receive the bliss. I surrender to that which brings me happiness. There's no push here. 1, 2, 3 major arcana, and underneath is the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is the optimist. I mean, it means a lot of things, but in this case, because this is all your energy, it feels to me like in unconscious awareness, you'll be looking for the glass half full, not half empty. You'll be excited and optimistic and open to receiving good news. And you won't be seeing things as, dark or glass half empty or negative or scary, right? So I'm really seeing something amazing here in your next highest timeline as you move through this pattern of lessons, pattern of manifestations, and then it arrives. You get what it is you set intentions around. It arrives, and then you've got an important decision to make. Is this the path that you're going to walk? And then you learn the lesson that comes in to say, okay, are you operating from fear? Are you being hesitant and reluctant because of fear? Or do you know, like you know, that this is not the path for you? Do you see what I'm saying? And either way, the next highest timeline involves some surrender to some happiness, some optimism, and some joy. Really beautiful. And Venus is in the house, so you're safe. Let me tell you the astrology. Before I do that, there is a link in the description box in the first sentence that will take you to the extended. And it's all about this person, this fresh start that you're manifesting, the reconciliation. I think it's with this King of Pentacles, so I'm just going to say that. It doesn't matter what their sign is, though. So it's just a representation. King of Pentacles, though, happens to be associated with the sign of Taurus. The Fool is the planet Uranus, which rules Aquarius. The Hermit is Virgo energy. The Wheel of Fortune here is Jupiter, which rules Sagittarius. We have the Magician is Mercury. See all the planets showing up for you? Mercury, which rules Gemini, and Virgo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in our page of Pentacles. King of Wands is Leo. Judgment card is Pluto, which rules Scorpio. The Moon rules Pisces. The World is Saturn, Aquarius, and Capricorn. The Empress is Venus, which rules Taurus and Libra. The Sun is the Sun, which rules Leo. The Hanged Man is Neptune, which rules Pisces, and our Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. Sorry for the noisy crew outside. Thanks for your patience and for joining me. The link to the extended is below. I'll see you there in a second. Bye for now.